Welcome back to Trader's Audio Edge. Today's message is blunt but necessary. It's not the market taking you out. It's you. Traders love to blame the market. They talk about how choppy it was, how algorithms are hunting stops, how news events messed up the clean trend. And yes, the market can be unpredictable. It can whip around and challenge even the most seasoned traders. But here's the truth that stings. The market isn't sitting there plotting your destruction. It simply moves. What takes traders out of the game isn't volatility. It's their own reactions to it. It's revenge trading after a loss. It's refusing to cut a position because admitting defeat feels too painful. It's betting too big because they're trying to make back what they lost. It's decisions driven by ego, fear, and hope, not by a plan. The market can't blow up your account on its own. Only you can do that. You do it when you ignore your stop because it just needs a little more room. You do it when you size up emotionally, telling yourself, this one has to work. You do it when you refuse to accept a small loss and let it grow into something catastrophic. And the hardest part? It doesn't happen in one dramatic moment. It happens through small choices, tiny rationalizations. One just this once after another until suddenly the hole is too deep to climb out of. The biggest account implosions don't come from a single trade gone wrong. They come from a series of undisciplined decisions that snowball because the trader won't admit that the problem isn't the market, it's themselves. This is why radical honesty is so crucial in trading. You have to be willing to look in the mirror and say, the market didn't make me hold that loser. The market didn't force me to chase that move. I chose to. It's humbling. It hurts. But it's also liberating. Because if it's you, that means you can fix it. You can change your habits. You can tighten your risk. You can follow your plan even when every part of you wants to break it. The market will always be wild and unpredictable. That part is out of your hands. But how you respond, that's entirely yours to control. So here's your challenge. Start tracking your decisions as ruthlessly as you track your trades. When you break a rule, write it down. Not just what happened, but why. What emotion were you feeling? What story were you telling yourself in that moment? Was it fear, frustration, the desire to get even? The more you track these patterns, the more you'll realize your biggest drawdowns weren't caused by the market. They were caused by your own inability to manage yourself when the heat was on. And that's where your edge truly lies. Not just in finding the right setups, but in keeping yourself from being your own worst enemy. If you've been struggling, I want you to hear this. You're not a bad trader because you've made mistakes. Every trader has blown a stop, sized up emotionally, or tried to trade their way out of a hole. But the ones who survive and thrive are the ones who take responsibility and course correct. They learn from it. They admit it's them, not the market. And they commit to doing it differently next time. That's what separates pros from amateurs. Not perfection, but ownership. Remember, it's not the market taking you out. It's you. And that's the best news you'll ever hear, because it means you have the power to stop it.